Like, I got you. Okay. It should be up now. All right. So it should be up. Check it now. Uh, check YouTube now. It should be up now. Let me know. Let me know when it's up on YouTube. Okay, they throwing us out. Okay, TikTok fixed it. You said what happened? I had to end it because TikTok took us off the FYP. They said that and that was my first time even seeing that message. I never seen that before. They said that I was had people on the live that's not on the platform. I never in my life seen that before. That's a new one. That's a new one. All right. So let me help push this out. So as y'all can see, I got it set to where it looks like that I'm interviewing her and not Jaguar Wright. But I have to do this because I'm using her content. So once again, this is Jaguar's Wright content. She's the one that's interviewing Lamesha, right? Trying to put her storylines together. Because Lamesha, before we ended the live, Lamesha said that she met Jaguar Wright at a club during a certain year. And Jaguar Wright, like, ma'am, that's not true. We you didn't meet me this particular year at this particular club, right? So that's where we at right now. All right. You asked me, can I answer? Can I answer what? Is this live? Is this a live? Is this a live? So YouTube, I just got asked a question from Lee Griffin on TikTok. Um, he asked, "Are we live?" I don't know. Lee, you tell me. I mean, are we live? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you could help. No, unless Perty said I need to stick with y'all on. Perty said I need to stick. You need to stick with us on YouTube. They they don't. Even, I literally just got asked on TikTok, am I live? Like, that's crazy work. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm just waiting for. But people always trying to buy my property. So y'all, I got a lot of equity in my home. Before we get started back on this, I'm going to cover my address up. But people are all, god damn it, you can't see my address. But people, it's a little blurry. But anyway, people are always trying to buy my home. I'm buying properties locally, and I'm not picky about any condition, but it seems that your equity went up 317%. You don't think I know this shit? I'm not buying my fucking house. Hell, you think I am? Folks always trying to buy something. Crystal said, "Great vibes. I love you, but be careful saying people shouldn't believe if they got treatment because depression is real, and we aren't all liars." No, Crystal, you're correct, right? Before we get started back on the video, you know, even if if you have some type of mental condition, um, you know, which a lot of people do. Like I said, Crystal, you're right. Some people haven't been diagnosed with it. Some has, and still up under treatment. However, if you're dealing with some type of mental illness, don't get on the internet lying on other people. Because when that happens, if that person runs across that video, they're going to challenge you. They're going to call you out. Hey, I need to talk to you. And if you're on the internet using your mental illness to take advantage of other people's wealth, that becomes a problem. You see what I'm saying? So, and no, don't apologize, Crystal. But you're absolutely correct. Even when I cover these topics, I still need to. I still have to be mindful that I gotta look at both sides of the coin. So thank you so much for bringing that up. You said we just can't be labeled as a whole. I got depression as an adult, and it's so. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. And let me say this before we continue, y'all. If you know someone that's dealing with depression or that's not in their right state of mind, or you haven't heard from them, or you notice they starting to become very isolated, try reaching out to them. Sometimes you may want to do a pop-up visit, right? Because people are going through. A lot of people are going through. And sometimes it's very challenging for people to see that sunlight that we all, or I guess that we're searching for, whatever that looks like. Some people that was here yesterday, they're not here today. Some people, they decide to say, hey, there's nothing left here for me. So I just might as well just, continue on to the next life. But one thing that with depression, it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to laugh about. If you have that, or if you're dealing with that, the first thing we need to do is pull away from social media, because social media will bring even more depression upon your life. Anything that you allow into your psyche, and you allow it to filtrate your mindset, nothing good ever ends on top of that. It will affect you. It will affect your family. It will affect your friends. It will affect your children. It will affect everyone around you. That's why sometimes people don't even watch the news anymore, because every time they pop the news on, it's depression, right? It's always something going wrong. And that messes with you, on top of the bullshit that you're dealing with at the house. So we have to learn how to take control of our lives. But the only way that can happen if we take control of our mind. That's it. Nobody else can do that for you. I don't care how many doctors you go to. I don't care how many books you read, how many YouTube videos you look at for motivation. The only person that can motivate you is you. You are your own worst enemy. If you can't do something, it's your fault. And I'm talking to me now. If I can't put myself in the right space to elevate my mindset, it's my fault. And I am guilty of that. So let's be careful on what we allow here. That way it won't filtrate here. Because when it gets here in your heart, there's nothing, it's almost impossible to get rid of it. All right? Let's be careful on what and who we allow around us. All right? What I'm doing here, right? I will admit, there have been a few times where this shit have, it affected me. But I take time out, right? I do a little meditation. I walk around a golf course that my backyard backs up to. Walk around there and watch all these dumbass people that don't know how to play golf. I watch them. I try to keep my life balanced, right? So it's important for us to make sure that we are mentally stable for ourselves. That way we can be available to the closest people that's around us. That may be your husband, your wife, your children. Because if you're not okay, they're not okay. You starts with you, no one else. All right? All right. Let's continue. Y'all ready? Put a 1 in the comments. If you're ready, put a 1 in the comments so we can, you said your best friend was found, friend we found in her house had to have a closed casket. In 2022, she dealt with depression and drinking for years. Pure T, I am so, my condolences. Okay, we never want to find people, in that predicament, in that space. And y'all, let me say this. If you haven't spoken to someone that you may have a grudge against, or, every time that the thoughts of their name into your mindset, you get, have anxiety, different things like that, you may need to mend it. Mend it. Stop allowing people to have, have them, having control of you, right? Living rent free inside of your mind. No one should be living like that. Don't do that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. You're unaliving yourself very slowly. All right? All right, let's go, y'all. All right, y'all say y'all ready? Let's go. All right.
Get in contact with her because you witnessed stuff, so you are on it for witnessing stuff.
What?
What did you witness?
Right,
No,
just
I'm
I don't know.
asking you.
Listen,
We're not going to keep talking about it. I'll give you my number. We can talk off.
Wrong video. Hold on, sorry. Y'all hit play on my iPad. Let me hit play on my computer. The hell is I'm thinking? Here it is.
Doing yourself great harm.
Yeah, probably am. But after I get my word, I'm not.
The things that you're saying are gut wrenching for
It's
people
the
to listen
truth.
to. Yes, they're gut wrenching for people to listen to. So I can only imagine what it's like for you to keep swallowing and digesting and swallowing and digesting this over and over again. It's literally bordering abuse.
I understand what you're saying because I go back and I read the video. I look at the videos.
I know you do, and I implore you to stop. They are not positive.
None of them, not even the ones we was praying on. None of them.
People online are here to feast on your pain and use it for entertainment and clicks and views and dollars. That is not what you need. You need
I need help. I'm calling out for help.
You need therapy. You need help, real help. And that's something that content creators cannot give you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, whatever lawyer you have, everything you're saying is going to make it very hard for him to defend you in the future. And guess what? This footage will be here
forever.
You're not helping yourself.
They
You're
already talked
not.
about what was out. They already
Not
know.
helping yourself.
Yeah, she's not listening, y'all. You know, Jaguar Wright is literally trying to give her advice, right? Get your ass off the internet. You went around and told people that you was with Diddy. Well, allegedly, the guy that was with Diddy, forgot his name. They, and I'm going to say, took you when you was 12 years old. They gave you something allegedly, and, you know, put you under the influence of something, knocked you out, put you on a private plane, took you to Flavor Camp, right, to meet Diddy, you know, because Diddy allegedly was buying your songs that you was writing at the age of 11, possible 12. Then you got back on a jet and you was on this private jet with 6 white girls. And then all of a sudden, the 6 white girls disappeared, and this fat white guy came out of nowhere, you know, and then all of a sudden, you was in the studio where this guy from overseas had a baby and wanted to do something with you. Where Diddy told him to do something with you. Y'all watched the video on yesterday. Then another young lady named Maria, she was bent over on the pool table. So I don't know, you know, we still was trying to figure out, you know, was we still in the sky or did we land this fucking plane? And then you allege that they put you in a cage with 30 to 50 kids, and then you was in charge of feeding them. And then you met this lady that gave you snake venom, allegedly, to put in everybody's drink, while Bill Cosby was messing with you with a corkscrew, and Jennifer Lopez did some things with you with a wine bottle. Yeah, thank y'all so much. And while all that was going on, they put your hand on the stove, on the burning stove, while you was on a jet. That's why she's telling you to stop.
And
By speaking the truth,
the amount of pressure that is about to lap on you. I don't think you, sweetheart, I literally came here as a gesture of love.
So you could tell she lying. First of all, she can't even stay still. This woman can't even stay still. Right? Yesterday when we was playing her interview, she kept looking off to the side. She was crying these fake ass tears. It was just the shit wasn't making sense at all. That's right, Tracy.
Because when I see somebody going down a dangerous path when they're about, oh, no. I don't think you understand, my dear.
I understand what you're saying because my mom said the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's the truth.
Sweetheart, what you're doing to yourself is cruel.
Y'all see this? She can't even stay still. Now she's saying that her mama knew about it. But in the video that you released, you said that your mama didn't know nothing about it because your mama was living a different life. The only person that knew about it was your grandmother. That were allegedly where Diddy and his company took you from her house out there in Garland, Texas. And then your ass end up in Florida, pulling Diddy out of a burning building. And then after you gave your police report in New York, they turned you over to your father. I guess in Michigan, somewhere over there. I may be wrong. Then at the age of 13, you end up on the table back at the Diddy party with the D&G shirt on, sitting in his lap.
It's cruel, okay?
but she really still popping pills and all that shit.
I could tell.
She still get high.
Understand?
Probably.
Do you understand what I'm? Do you hear what you're listening to? Okay.
I have 3 witnesses outside of that. That's you gonna be proud of me, Jackie.
Right now, the most important thing for you to do is disassociate from Misha.
Already done. Before you said it, already been.
So what she's doing, she's playing a recording. That's why the audio is going in and out. Jaguar Wright is playing a recording.
Done.
Okay.
And she gonna fail tomorrow. Watch, because she's too high strung. She probably gonna pop a couple.
She the one that told my story first. Miss Jaguar, I really don't care what Adrian got to say, because I told her don't get on live and don't say anything.
Okay, all right. I see who that was. So that was Adrian English. Do y'all remember me covering her back in December? So Adrian English and Lamesha, they got online talking about all this stuff has happened to them. See, Adrian was the young lady that said that she was sitting outside her apartment. Oh, I'll talk about that story later. Her and Adrian and Misha got together and said, you know what? Let's get online. Diddy is locked up. Let's make some money. Let's make up some stories and let's make some money. I remember Adrian English now. I covered her. But the way I cover Adrian is I cover her as she was an actual victim. And come to find out, she wasn't a victim.
Don't say nothing. I was venting to her. She shouldn't have went live and said nothing. She did. I went for her to help. She didn't help. She reached back out to me because she knows the truth. The truth will come out whether this, that, or in the court. But you're right. That's why I was telling him I really don't want to do any more lives, because it's not helping. I'm thinking I can release and talk about.
Everybody do me a favor. If y'all can, everybody that's watching on TikTok, if I can get everybody right now for the next 30 seconds to power tap the screen. I need everyone to power tap. That's all. Power tap. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all so much for supporting the platform. Yeah, Latonya, cause she's lying. You say I'm tapping your fingers off. If your fingers fall off while you're tapping, do me a favor. Put the phone on the floor and start tapping with that fucking pinky toe. That pinky toe, all of our pinky toes is a little lazy, so we're going to start, working that out. Lamesha, she already, had dildos and shit coming out of her, when she was at the police station. Corkscrews and bottles and shit. You can't make this shit up. All right, y'all, 15 more seconds. Thank y'all so much. 15 more seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11. Yes, Princess, they fell out. When they started to see that money, that's when they fell out, because they was using some of the same stories. Because and we're going to talk about her tomorrow. See, Adrian said that she allegedly took a whole remote control and shoved it in her doing one of his F-offs. I'm talking about a remote control to a TV. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Elena, you said, can I show the tapping list? I don't have the software pulled up right now. The software is on the update, so that's why I have the comments here. But Elena, I'm pretty sure you the number one in tapping. All right, cool. Thank y'all so much. We almost at 30. We almost at 30. We almost at 30. I'm just waiting for that 30 mark, y'all. After a while, TikTok be looking for a particular milestone. Okay, there it is. All right, let's go. So now she's frustrated because once again, she's getting called out for lying on Diddy. Damn. hold on. Damn. Hold on. What the hell? Hold on.
And
So the
my
court,
name is involved in that somehow?
so what
Hold on.
Did I help you?
Hold on.
I will say that I said the things that I've said. And I said the things that I've said, you know, and I can admit that I said it, but it was not for her to use my story, or not for her every conversation we have to get on live or get on somebody's podcast and tell people. It's supposed to, I was confiding in her. And the confining is, you remember me, right? Because I was crying for this girl. I wanted to go. I looked at her as a mother. I was crying for her, and she left me with him. She got her apartment. We did get jumped.
Okay. All right. It's coming back. It's coming back. I remember the story from Adrian English. Okay. So in the video that we played on yesterday, she didn't say nothing about going to her apartment and getting jumped by Diddy, allegedly. That was Adrian's story. I cannot wait to cover this shit tomorrow. Are y'all paying attention? She didn't say nothing about going to her apartment with Diddy to get, you know, and they jumping him. Her whole story was she was 12 years old, and between 12, 11, and 13 when all this stuff went down. You can't get no fucking apartment by yourself at the age of 13. So now you just said that that's your story.
We did. We got jumped. She was mad at me.
Adrian didn't say nothing about you getting. I'm sorry, y'all, but Adrian didn't say shit about her getting jumped. She just talked about her, the company, allegedly, the company that did his entourage. And there was a witness guy that was across in another apartment that was witnessing stuff when the shit escalated outside. Your name never came up, Misha. Never. Ever. It was Diddy, allegedly, his entourage, allegedly, and it was the guy that was with calling the police as a witness. And when the police got there, they let shit go. Because allegedly Diddy, the police, the sheriffs that showed up to the house, allegedly was being paid off by Diddy to keep everything quiet. Y'all, the story is starting to come back. This the shit that they put out on social media. Now, Misha is saying she was with Adrian, there with Diddy. I know this story is new to some of you all, but it's bringing back when I covered this shit.
And she told me I couldn't go upstairs because I was trying to run away to her. She left me multiple times, and I still not necessarily befriend her, but I still associated myself with her because she is my proof. I've been screaming on the inside for so long, and I've been talking. That guy says, "Steve."
I'm sorry, I'm just monitoring the chat. It's a bad habit. I've been dealing with these things online for so long.
Jag, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of what you're throwing at Misha tonight is based off of her memories.
You were saving people.
Her memories.
I remember it was like something. It was something like where you could get dressed behind it. I remember stuff.
So
I never said you hurted nobody. I said you helped. That's what I told her. I told her that you would help.
When did I help you? I don't know you, ma'am. This is the
You
problem.
keep saying it, but that's the narrative. Everybody gonna say they don't know me. Okay, I don't know you. You don't know me.
No, Misha. So you shouldn't, Misha. You should have never brought your ass on my platform. That's what you shouldn't have never did. That's what you shouldn't have never did. Brought your ass over here and thought you was going to tell me how to run my motherfucking platform. That's what you shouldn't have did, right? You should have left me quiet to keep talking about, Allie Carter. Now you brought your ass on my platform talking crazy the day before yesterday. Now that's why we switched gears just a little bit, because we still exposing these two scammers with Allie Carter and Lamesha. You hear what I'm saying? So now you told people that you knew Jaguar. You met Jaguar at a strip club, allegedly. Jaguar is telling you, ma'am, I don't know you. We didn't meet there. And she's still trying to convince herself that she met Jaguar. She's fighting these people in her head, and now she's getting frustrated. But she also said, I've been screaming on the inside for so long. Allie Carter makes the same statement. It's like I'm hollering, but don't nobody hear me.
Jaguar, and I apologize for even bringing your name up. I apologize for even bringing your name up because I don't know you.
Let me just interject.
I'm gonna need you to produce evidence of something.
Yeah, let me
real.
Only once I get into it.
I need to say something for one moment without interrupting.
I will. My only evidence is that police report that Allie has, and she gave it to the insurance people to keep it for the court.
And my name is involved in that somehow?
So when
first, when did she meet Misha? When did you meet Allie? Because remember, Allie is always on the road running from the elites. Misha, when did you run into Allie? You just said you gave the police report to Allie Carter, and Allie Carter gave the report to the insurance holders. Soulshine said, maybe the dance class. Do it look like Misha ever been in a dance studio, let alone to pick up anything that has to do with dancing, other than probably turn around shaking her ass? And don't nobody want to see that. The insurance holder? This shit is right. That boy, man, you can't make this shit up.
whenever I get in contact with her, because you witnessed stuff, so you are on it for witnessing stuff.
What?
What did you witness?
Right,
No,
just I don't know. Listen,
I don't want to keep talking about it. I'll give you my number. We can talk off the line.
Wow, she said she's trying to keep up with her. Do y'all hear? Are y'all hearing this shit? Jaguar is addressing her. Like, you said this stuff about me. Now we're talking face to face, and you still trying to convince yourself that this stuff actually happened. I'm telling you, it hasn't.
yeah, I don't know if anyone can hear me. I don't know if my mic's working. This is. Can anyone hear me? Can someone just let me know if they can hear me?
Yeah, dude, we can hear you.
This is very troubling for me. I hear you, Ron.
Okay, you
know
hear me?
it's
Okay.
serious if I call you Ron.
Yeah, so answer me this, Jag, right? So a lot of this is stemming off of this memory that Misha is saying she has of meeting you, which you say you've no recollection of.
No,
Is it not?
Producers,
God
this plugin
damn.
helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made here.
Don't nobody care.
No. That's fine. I understand that. So in your experience with being a survivor, right, and you have these memories and you have people who start pulling things apart. Have you never experienced a time where you have believed solidly that something has happened, but the trauma, the medication, the alcohol, the baby oil, all of this
Yeah,
can just
that
warp things to a
kind
point?
of. I thought I was
Can
dead.
warp
I couldn't
things.
believe I was alive.
I mean, because
That's how I
I
felt.
think,
I had been
are you
passed out
not?
and bleeding out in the trunk of that car for so long.
No,
When
no,
they came and
I
took me
get.
out, I thought I was dead. I didn't even realize I was still
So
alive.
all I'm saying is it not, is it not more likely that when we look at the slice of all the information Misha's put over, is it not possible? Is there not room for discussion that perhaps that memory is a fragmented memory? It could have been.
Do you want to know why I don't discuss all of the abuses against me in detail online?
Well, no, that's not what I was asking.
Do you want to know why?
Because it can be used, probably because it can be used against you.
Agent already put it out there. I was just talking about the stuff that she put out there, but I haven't talked about everything.
No, please let me speak.
Okay.
I haven't talked about everything.
Yeah, was Misha doing me the same way? When I was trying to talk, she kept on fast talking and over talking me. And I stopped her. I said, ma'am, you do a lot of fast talking. You talk too much. Because I was trying to just have her to map this story out. But she just kept talking and running her fucking mouth. Like, Misha, I had to mute her mic 3 times. Like, shut the fuck up. Let me ask you a question. And as y'all see, she's doing it here. Y'all listen, let's stay focused on Misha. Right? Let's stay focused on Misha.
Please let me speak, ma'am. I don't talk about them because they're horrific. I don't like thinking about them. The night terrors that I still experience to this day traumatize me even still at times when I'm caught off guard. All of my years of therapy and self-work have taught me sharing the details of these stories can do nothing more than hurt or enrage someone else's mind.
But would you not also say though, Jag, at the start when you were reliving this and telling these stories, that was part of your process and journey and breaking through?
By 5 men who came through my door with guns.
No. Oh my goodness.
Just over.
Oh my God. So this is for educational purposes only. Listen, y'all look at while Jaguar is talking, Lamesha can't even stay still. When somebody is getting called out, and I want y'all to understand this, that's why I always tell y'all to pay attention to body language. This woman can't even stay still. She's fidgeting all over the fucking place. She's been trying to fix them fake ass eyelashes for the last 10 fucking minutes. She's so worried about her looks to where her mental, her man, listen, she ain't worried about nothing else. She just worried about how she look on camera. Lamesha, ain't much you can do, ma'am. Just stop. Sit still. Sit still. You say you don't know Misha? Misha, yes. Misha came out in November.
For 2 days. The scar right here, just under my cheek, it's very light, but that's me keeping it light. To do with who I am right now.
I'm trying to get
it is gaudy and it is unnecessary, and it is something that should be kept between the confidence of a lawyer or your therapist. This is not for.
Well, is it not more about what she wants?
At this point in time,
I think she dropped out.
Y'all just sat here and watched her try to convince me that her and I had a meeting that never happened. I think it's time for her to get a psych eval. Because if she is schizophrenic, and guess what? Trauma-based psychosis is very real. If she actually went through half of the things that she said, that would be enough to drive somebody into
but when we're trying to get to the bottom of something like this,
Listen to
we've
me. I
got to
talked
look
to
at.
Idris last night, and she told me a whole lot of things that I am not airing out.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to assume that it's possible that her memory in this instant is jarred.
I mean,
That
that's
maybe
fine. Her
what
memory is
if
hard, and I'm trying to
wh-
help her
what if
unjar some of it. She's
yeah,
never met me other than with Natanya Rubin.
sure. Well, I'm
Let's
quite
take
happy
that
to
off
sit
the
here and
list of
say,
confusion.
yeah,
And
but
I'm
what I'm
not
saying,
covering anything. See,
no,
this is
Jag,
what's insane. No,
I'm
people in
not.
the chat. She's covering up. What is there to cover up? I don't know her.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really get why it's so important. I mean, is it not plausible that at a party when she was wherever she was or whatever age she was,
I'm telling you, I've
somebody,
never seen her before.
Yeah, so this guy, he's really trying, Princess, that's correct. This guy is really trying to convince himself and also Jaguar that Lamesha is telling the truth. Maybe, when she would, took some type of, I'm going to just say energy pill to keep her mind leveled or somewhat stable. Maybe her story can be a little skewed. Maybe it could have happened. Maybe it could. He's still trying to put the pieces together. But honestly, young man, this stuff never took place. So she put Jaguar name in it, and she said, "Hey, this is what happened." Jaguar Wright called her out to her face, said, "Ma'am, I don't know you." And as you can see, she did the same thing she did to me. She dropped. She left. She left. She got the hell out of there.
No, but Jag, you're not. Just listen to me. I believe what you're saying, right? But I also believe that it's very plausible that somebody could have turned around and said, "Oh, this is Jaguar at a party, misintroducing you." She's convinced she's met somebody that she hasn't, and her misintroduction or mismemory could be something that.
There are a few people in the business that have my name. One of them is my little brother, Jack.
Okay, so now, remember she mentioned this young lady by the name of Adrian English. This is the young lady that they team up. Her and Adrian teamed up and told some stories around the internet and made thousands of dollars. I want y'all to hear this from Adrian, her sidekick. And that's why we dealing with just to let y'all know, this guy right here, he's next.
Because my next guest
Hold on.
just testified before a federal grand jury.
But the picture, yes.
This guy, he's tomorrow. We're going to talk about him tomorrow. If y'all don't know who this guy is, this is Courtney Big. I call him Courtney Big Back Lion Ass Burgess. He went on the internet. Now all this was during the same time with Misha. Allie Carter was still saying her crazy stuff. Adrian English. So Courtney decides to come out, right? I'm gonna get his ass back tomorrow. This guy here, he lied on Diddy and Kim Porter. Right? Look at what the title says. Hold on. I'm gonna make it bigger right here. This is what they said on the news. Look at that. Kim Porter associate. He went around and lied and said he knew Kim Porter. Kim Porter gave him evidence towards Diddy. Y'all remember now? Y'all remember this guy? Thank you, Edie. It was him and his lawyer. And they try to do a money grab too. All right. Now, Adrian, if y'all haven't heard her story, her story is fucking wild. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Hold on one second. Okay. I want to make sure that no, Adria, that's her name. Adria English. I want to make sure I find the right one, y'all. Oh, that's not it. Oh my goodness. That lady look rough. Y'all just give me a second. Give me a second, please. Okay. Now, this is, hold on. This is her.
All right, we here, we live.
This is her. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when you got scammers on the internet and they meet up together and say, y'all, let's do this together, okay? Diddy is locked up. Let's put out these accusations, right? Everybody else is doing it. Tony Busby got over 100 people that went to him, and people allege that A, B, and C took place with Diddy. And come to find out, over half of them was lying, right? Remember the young lady that came out and alleged that Jay-Z did something to her when she was underage at the house out there in New York? Come to find out that she was lying, right? Now, I want to make sure I'm clear with this. I do not support Diddy at all. However, what I don't like is when you see somebody's going through their thing, you using that for your advantage to scam people out of money, right? You going on the internet lying, saying, hey, I was with this individual, this took place, right? Feel sorry for me, and guess what? People are going to throw out money. But I want to make sure that's clear, right? Because we dealt with Diddy and his bullshit. But don't get on the internet and fucking lie. So this here, I knew I was going to find this shit. This is Adrian replying back at Lamesha. Now, this right here was doing their fallout because they was trying to use some of the same stories. And when that money was starting to come, right? And they was starting to have fallout, right? Well, the story that you use, you making this money, but wait a minute, that's supposed to be my story, right? Oh, check this out. So I'm going to hide the interviewer, and we just going to bring up Adrian. I mean, Adria. I guess that's her name. Yes. All right. All right. Everybody doing good so far? Did I somewhat kind of get? Are y'all caught up? By the way. Right, I'm trying to shove a lot because Shelly is going to be live not too long from now. Y'all good? Okay. All right. So this is Adria English that partnered up with lying ass Lamesha. Now remember, Lamesha mentioned Allie. Scammers all over the fucking place. So Jaguar Wright called Lamesha out. Lamesha got the hell out of there. Same way she did me. So let's see what Adria have to say.
Everybody bring
Hey,
your ass
world.
in
Bust her
here.
on that beat, ho.
All right. All right. No, Lady Ray kissed my ass. I was waiting on her. I was already ready. Everybody that's here, do me a favor.
All
Please make
good
sure
things
y'all
take time, y'all.
share, and hit the like button.
Share, share, share.
Share. Everybody share.
Sharing is caring.
All right, so we're gonna start over just a little bit, and then we're gonna go from there. Now, again, listen, we already know who you are. We know the situation that's going on.
My face, my ID.
All of that. Everybody, please make sure that you share. All right, let's get it. Again, how did you meet Lamesha Fuller? Because
I met Lamesha Fuller the very first time at Diddy's white party in 2004.
She's starting out line. Where is my vape? Do this woman, Lamesha, do that look like, not her, but Lamesha, do this look like that Diddy would invite somebody looking like her to his white parties? Yes, this is the other girl to the story. At an all-white party. Lamesha can't even fit in a fucking white dress.
I believed at the time that she was hired entertainment like myself. I was the go-go dancer. She was the girl on the table.
Tell me right now, y'all love Great Vibes Show, don't it? I know y'all like coming over here. I'm trying to put this. I'm trying to put all this shit together quickly. So she said that she was a dancer, and she met Lamesha while she was on the table. She said Lamesha probably fit in a white robe. You can't make this shit up.
Every party after that one, I found out that he always had a girl on the table. But that particular party, he had her. And she was laying on the table with a body like a grown woman. And so everyone, not just me, everyone was eating off of her nude body. Certain guests were sticking their fingers in her or.
I told y'all they got together to come up with these stories to make money on the internet. How the fuck yo ass witnessed fat ass Misha on that table watching and witnessing other people pour stuff out of her coochie? The police found corkscrews, dildos, inflatable machines. Rufus' ass was in there. Everything was going, everything was going on in her coochie.
surfaces and stuff and still eating it. I admit I did slurp some strawberries off of her breasts. You know, I was hired to entertain it. I was there to make the party hot, to, you know, get it going and whatnot. And so I was in the mode of the party. I also was on alcohol and the drugs that was.
Oh my goodness. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. We do not condone this type of behavior. We do not push this type of content. So TikTok, I want you to know and realize we do not condone this behavior. All right? At all. I know, once again, I know this is new to some of y'all, but y'all thought it was just Allie Carter out here lying about what happened to her with her and Diddy. Now when y'all listen to these stories, y'all like, wait, what the fuck?
Contained in the alcohol as well. So everybody wants to criticize me about actions I did 20 years ago. Like I can get in a time machine and go back to the future and redo it. So I guess everyone is saying later on that party when we ran into each other in the bathroom, she says that she tells me that she's 14 years old. I don't recall the conversation. Only thing I recall is seeing her on that table when we ate off her, and then we were in the same room when we were both gang raped at the.
So you mean to tell me you you mean to tell me when you went to the bathroom, Lamesha was in the bathroom. She told you she was littler, but you just blew it off. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Fat Boo, Misha said when she was on the table, she was 13. She met Diddy at between 11 and 12, right? When she went back with Diddy at the age of 13. Now, Adrian said she was 14. Yeah, that's right.
The same time after the bathroom conversation. So in the bathroom, she, according to her, I don't recall, but she says that she told me that she was 14 years old, and she says that I said, well, tell him you're 17, which doesn't even make any sense because who am I telling her to tell that to? If Diddy and everybody already knows they kidnapped her and she's there underage, who would I be telling her to tell?
Yeah, I have to keep pausing. Right, to make sure that we don't get flagged by TikTok. Do y'all see the type of people that it's time to throw the internet away. It's literally time to throw the internet away. Y'all can clearly see now people have used Diddy for a quick rich scheme. She said, "Poor Diddy, he got blamed for everything." Now, let's not get it twisted. Diddy, he got problems, right? And just to let y'all know, yesterday his bail was denied. They denied it. They tried to. His lawyers went in and tried to file a motion to release him. The judge said no, he's staying in. All right, so his bail was denied. And I get it, and I understand why. He needs to stay in jail, right? For for what he did, but he's not getting charged. And I want people to understand this. He didn't get charged for a DV. That's a state case, not a federal case. All right.
That they're 17 to if you're already there at the party. Who? Denzel didn't give a fuck. He was there minding his own business with his wife. So when she says that I said, well, tell him you're 17. I don't understand.
So Allie Carter said Denzel was there in beanies with nothing on. Edie, let me know when she go live. When the minute she go live, let me know.
Who I be telling that they're 17 to if Diddy has you there at 14. You know what I mean? Obviously, Diddy and whoever else put you on the jet and had you there them years, they know you're underage. So I don't understand why is it turning into my moral responsibility on my own to have been the one to have saved her back then. I don't understand it. I needed saving my damn self, and that's why I came forward and filing my own lawsuit. And Misha contacted me, and I decided to talk to her. I could have ignored her or act like I didn't remember her, like Jaguar, Wright, and Natanya are acting like if she's telling the truth. Because according to Misha, she's had past dealings with Jaguar, Wright, and Natanya. I never have. They all know me for some reason. Everybody did their research and knew who I was. I didn't know who nobody was. Shout out to Jaggy. Hi, Jaguar. I love you, Jaggy.
Now,
I like you, Natanya, too, even though you turned on me, girl. It's all good. God's here.
listen, we gonna get into,
You know what I mean? I'm an actual Christian for real.
Listen,
I'm
hold
a
on,
practice
hold on.
humility.
She
and I'm
talking
turning the
fast.
other
Y'all
cheek,
see this? Y'all
so
see
I don't have to
this?
slap it.
and God bless. And we're gonna get into that with the Lionel B thing and all that. So we gonna get into that. I just want to say this. So for the
Lionel be lying. How about
hold on,
that?
wait.
She can't even- she can't-
Lionel,
she can't even
lying,
shut up.
B.
Wait, hold
Lionel B.
on.
That's why I fired him.
Lord, we gonna get into that.
I got the fuck up out of there. That nigga
Jack.
fucked up millions.
Man, shut up! Damn! I got these headphones on. This heifer just keep talking.
$1,000.
Wow. Wait, Adria, please. Hold on for 1 second, please.
Excuse me. I had to spit.
That's fine, but we got to do this one right, sweetie. I got you. I'm trust me, I got you. I'm just saying. So for the people who acts like that, you didn't know she was 10 years old and things of that nature. What would you say?
I didn't meet her at that time.
Hold on. The reason why I say that because if a girl,
14. I didn't know her at 10 and 11.
Okay, all right. So go ahead, finish because I was gonna say something. But go ahead.
Yeah, don't put me in no 10-year-old mix. They kidnapped her out of Dallas, Texas at 10 years old. They put her on a private jet and brought her to New York. I didn't meet her until she was almost 14, after she had already had a baby with Diddy.
Wait, what? Wait. What? What? Okay. All right. So y'all, we're gonna pause this right here. We're gonna pause this. We're gonna pause this. All right. I just got notification that she's live. All right, y'all, hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Misha got a baby by Diddy. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You see, I'm just saying, hey, man, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. All right, I'm getting it together right now, Edie.
What they call it, the members, y'all know a little something that the other people don't know, because I shared a comment that kind of made my blood boil when I saw it, because I was over here like, are we making excuses? Are we trying to say that things are not worth talking about? Because I would share it, but I don't want to hurt one of my little guests, a little surprise guest, because I didn't realize. I thought, it was going to be one and the other, but it's all good. I'm, always welcome here. And I don't want to make her feel no way from the comment that I saw today by sharing it with y'all and saying, but if you're in the membership, then y'all saw it. And I was over here like, these are the comments that make me laugh. But, we addressed it on our end, and, I don't know if y'all want to go find it and address it. Yeah, whatever the case may be, but people are crazy out here. I'm like,
all right,
don't get me started. If they say it's cool, then I'll share it. But if not, y'all know what I'm talking about, and we're gonna move on. All right, so well, without further ado, I see y'all are still commenting and things of that nature, but I gotta go ahead and bring my guest.
This
is the first time
Give me 2
you guys
minutes.
can see